So why do 99% of tour players swing this way? It's not a coincidence. They all keep their club just slightly outside their hands during the backswing. In today's video, I'm going to break it down so you can copy it and you can finally feel what a tour caliber takeaway should feel like. And if this is your first time, I'm Mario. I'm a scratch golfer, and here on YouTube, I give you tips, strategies, and techniques on how to improve your game. So let's start by talking about the common mistakes most amateur golfers make. If your first move takes the club way inside, you're already playing catch up. The two most common mistakes that I see: the club gets pulled too far inside, often from trying to rotate early or stay connected, or the club goes too far outside, usually from keeping the face square or trying to push it straight back. Both moves destroy your swing plane before it's even halfway back. Tour players get the club slightly outside the hands on the way back when the shaft is parallel to the ground. This allows the club to stay on plane. It sets up for a perfect wrist hinge and keeps everything in sequence. So if you've struggled with pulls, slices, or fat shots, chances are your takeaway is to blame. If you're looking for some additional help, I've actually put together a free takeaway guide that I've linked in the description below for you. Make sure that you grab that. Overall, the good news is fixing this one thing will help clean up your path and your contact fast. Now let's talk about why outside the hands works. This position actually helps the geometry of your swing work for you rather than against you. When the club stays just outside the hands early, it promotes a natural inside path on the downswing. Why? Because you've created a space to drop the club in the slot instead of rerouting it from a flat or steep takeaway. Pro golfers, they're not lifting the club or dragging it behind them. The club shaft points down the target line, hands are close to the body, and wrists are starting to hinge upwards. And this position is athletic and balanced. So if you've ever felt stuck at the top, this fixes it. You'll finally feel like you've got room to turn and fire through the ball and not have to play rescue on the way down. Now let's talk about training your hands to stay on your feet line. So if you want a smoother, more repeatable takeaway, focus on where your hands go, not just the club head. One of the best ways to train a tour level takeaway is to trace your hands along the line of your feet, along the way back. This keeps your hands close to your body. It promotes width without getting disconnected and helps the club stay just outside your hands naturally. And as a reminder, be sure to grab my free takeaway guide down in the description below if you want more information on perfecting your takeaway. Imagine a laser running straight back from your trail foot. As you start the takeaway, your hands should glide back on that same line, not flaring out and definitely not inside too quickly. Pair this hand path with a soft wrist hinge, and the club will rise into that perfect on-plane position every time. It's quiet, controlled, and powerful. This small adjustment will clean up your takeaway fast. And when your takeaway improves, everything else gets easier. Tempo, your rotation, and ball striking. Train this hand path, and your swing will feel more connected, more natural, and more tour-like than ever. Getting that club slightly outside your hands during the takeaway isn't just a nice to have. It's essential for consistency. You've now got the drills and the feel to build it into your swing. Practice it and trust it and swing like 99% of tour players do. And let me know in the comments what your experience has been like with this technique. I'll try to make sure that I respond to every comment. And now that you know this technique, you might be wondering how to start your swing so you can be more consistent in your ball striking. Well, it all starts by watching this video here next, because when you pair what you just learned with this next video, it's 10 times more powerful. We'll see you in the next video.